Okay, so this is practice test 2, and I'm just going to walk you guys through how I'm doing each of the questions, so that way if you are struggling, hopefully this will help you figure it out. Okay, so it says write an equation of each line with the given slope and y-intercept. So remember that there's really kind of like two forms that we're going to use on this entire practice test. So this is asking you to write it with the given slope and y-intercept. So we are going to use slope-intercept form, right? M is the slope, B is the y-intercept. So all we are doing is filling in M and B. So y equals 1/2 x and then minus 5. Slope, y-intercept. Y equals 3/2x. And then I don't have to write plus 0. You can if you really want to. It's up to you. And then on the next one, y equals -8x plus 1/2. Okay, make sure that you have the x and the y. Otherwise, you didn't actually write the equation. Okay, so section number 1. Okay, let's talk about the next one. Okay, so in order to write it, the equation of the line, you need the slope and the y-intercept. So let's find out what the slope is first of these 2 points. So I'm going to use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, this is going to give me the slope. So the second y minus the first y over the second x minus the first x. So -6, oh no, I'm on the right one, sorry. I was looking at my wrong answer key over here. So -6 minus 4 is -10. And then -2 minus 0 is -2. -10 divided by -2 is 5. So I've got the first part, y equals 5x, but now I need to figure out, well, what is the y-intercept? So in this case, the y-intercept would be 4, right? If we have a ordered pair that has a 0 for x, automatically, like this one, 0, 4, that's where our line's going to cross the y-axis, right? The definition of the y-intercept is where x is 0, the value of y when x is 0. So in this case, we would have y equals 5x plus 4. So really all we're doing is finding the slope, and then, is this recording? Oh. And then it is. Okay, so really all we're doing is finding the slope and then showing that we understand what the y-intercept is. Okay, on the next one, 12 minus 2 over 0 minus 4. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 12 minus 2 is 10. 0 minus 4 is -4. So we can simplify this to -5/2. It really doesn't matter, remember, where your negative is, whether it's on the numerator, denominator, or just out in front. So y equals -5/2x, because that's mx. And now we're looking for b. The y-intercept is 12. Because x is 0, y is 12, that's where it's going to cross the y-axis. Okay, let's look at number 6. It says write an equation in point-slope form of the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope. Okay, so if it was me, I'm looking for a highlighter. When I take my test, I am probably going to use a highlighter or something, right? So this is write an equation in point-slope form. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I put it in the right format. Point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is point-slope form. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that my answer is in the correct form. So let's see. We're going to do y minus the given y equals m times x minus the given x. Okay, so and technically, is this correct? Yes, but do we ever want to write it as subtracting a negative? No. So I'm going to write mine as y plus 5 equals 2/3 times x plus 3. Okay, and on the next one, it's y minus the y that I'm given equals m times x minus -5 is plus 5. Okay, and it's in point slope form, so we're good. So again, point slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So down here where it says graph each equation, let's look at what format that's in. That is point slope form. So in looking at that, we should be able to identify m and then a coordinate point, x and y. So y minus something, right? So let's think about it. If it's a positive 4, that would have to be y minus -4 equals m times x minus the x that I'm given. So that has to be 1. So I'm going to start on my point. This is where I'm starting. 1, -1, 2, 3, 4. And my slope is rise 5, run 2. Rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, run 2. Okay, I'm going to connect those. That would be my line. So on the next one, again, I'm looking for an m and my point and my slope. So y minus the y from my point equals m times x minus the x from my point. So that would have to be -2 because it would have to be minus -2. So I have the point -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my starting point. And then my slope is down 4 over 1. Down 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. And that would be my line.